Everything you need to know about the interview of Isayama Sensei and to uncover the secrets behind the great Attack on Titan. So let's get started. Alright, the interview was at the Decay manga launch party, and it was a 6 minutes long interview, and it's really looking interesting because in my opinion, I really enjoy when the mangaka of a certain manga answers a certain questions. It's really fun to me. Is it fun to you or not? So let's get quick into the video to see what happened in the interview of Isayama Sensei. The question is, what made you write this manga? Isayama answers, I first drew the one-shots when I was 19 and then left it alone for 3 years. My editor broached me about expanding that world, and that's how I came up with the story. I thought Titans eating humans would be a visually engaging story. The second question is, what's your most memorable scene? And I think you all know the answer. Isayama Sensei answers, it's when Reiner reveals his true identity. I was in Kodansha's storyboarding room when that scene came to me after thinking at my desk for hours, and it was really one of the greatest plot twists in the manga history. That's my answer, by the way. The third question is, what's your favorite character? Isayama Sensei answers, I would have to say Jan. No, it's Reiner. Man, he really loves Reiner, doesn't he? He is someone I put a lot of thought into creating. He turned out completely different from what I expected. I really enjoyed drawing him. The fourth question, wait, is it fourth? Yeah, it's fourth, right? The fourth question is, many chapters lack the protagonist. And Isayama says, I never originally intended to follow only one perspective. I wrote 2 or 3 one-shots before drawing the manga. The point of view wasn't always from one character, but it changed a lot. That's what felt normal for me, so that's how I drew the manga. The fifth question is, which came first, story or artwork? I didn't think about the scenes or dialogue separately, but rather at the same time. So yeah, I didn't think about them separately. The sixth question is, how did you create the characters? I started with the drawings, and while sketching, I created the characters' personalities based on what would match their faces. Interesting answer, to be honest. The seventh question is, what was your monthly schedule like? Isayama answers, I spent 2 weeks drawing the pictures, 1 week creating the story, and then took the remaining week off. The eighth question is, when did you plan the ending? Isayama answers, I had thought about the storyline since the beginning. Of course, not in great detail, but I thought about the general flow. I also spontaneously added parts each month. At first, the story was highly likely to finish in 2 volumes. I was so desperate about whether serialization would continue. After gaining some popularity, I thought about the desperate ending. I had that story in mind initially, but I started to question that direction. But the groundwork solidified while writing up until that point, so the story ended how I first vaguely envisioned it. The ninth question is there a message in this work? Isayama answers, I wanted readers to enjoy the story on their own terms. You can think it's creepy, you can think it's interesting. If the story had a message, it would be simple like that. The 10th question is, what's your impression of America? It's lively with a lot of energetic people. I also felt overwhelmed by the energy. I thought the open-minded atmosphere was cool. So that's for you all who live in America. The 11th question is, what made you happy in America? I was happy when people directly told me that my manga was interesting. Those opportunities don't usually exist when creating a manga, much less from people on the other side of the world, so it made me happy. I spent my days constantly drawing manga in my room, so it moved me that my manga reached people so far away. The 12th question is, do you have a message for American fans? For the people who only know the anime or the story's title, I think they would initially be surprised by how bad my drawings are. Nope, it's not. Yeah, they're pretty bad. I don't know why he's saying that, because his drawings are not bad actually, and it's really interesting. I'm surprised people actually read my manga despite that, even if it's only to confirm why people have read my poorly drawn manga. I hope you try reading it. And that was it. 12 questions for Isayama sensei that really seemed interesting, to be honest, and a lot of satisfied answers, to be honest, despite the fact that he said that his drawing sucked. I don't know, it's not, because it's really fun, interesting, and dark at the same time when it becomes to the whole rumpling things. So I guess that was it. That was the video. Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think of this interview? Do you think that some of the questions that needed to be answered from Isayama sensei despite those 12 questions? And I guess that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Drop a comment down below. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, man. Share this video. Everybody on this planet, and share it to your friends that you think that would be interested to see the interview of Isayama sensei. Thank you guys. Until next time. See ya.